Maybe you've watched some of Sailing Doodles, now there's Flying Doodles. We're going to be flying with Bobby White on this episode of Taking Off.
All right, test.
Got you loud and clear.
You too. All right, good. Okay, so while I wait for some stuff to get going here, just to brief our flight, it's going to be a short flight. We're going to go up to Bridgeport because the FBO here doesn't care about the general aviation community and charges out the nose for fuel. So we go to Bridgeport where they love general aviation.
All right.
Well, that's a nice twin.
Yeah. Just fuel up there and then come back?
Fuel up there and come back.
How far a flight is that?
15 minutes.
Okay.
Not far at all. So when we take off, anything under 1,500 feet indicated, engine failure, I'm going to veer slightly to the left, put the gear back down, and go into the field that's just to the left. I've already gotten weather and everything. We're fine. The clouds are showing scattered at 3,500. We're not even going to go up that high. Winds are a bit gusty right now, but they're gusting pretty much up the runway, so we're okay on that. So, all right, that's our briefing.
Okay.
We've got...
That's nice. You got a little mirror so you can see your gear.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and load in Bridgeport. All right, and we're going to taxi now.
So a lot of these hangars here have
homes in them?
Apartments in them,
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
I think I've heard like 30% of these people live in. Like the guy that came and talked to us as we were pulling the plane out, he lives next door with his family.
Okay.
So, I forgot his name. Okay, we're clear right.
Really? So they charge that much more in fuel here, even though they got so many PA airplanes here. That's crazy.
So we all go to Bridgeport now. Okay, we're ready to go.
All right.
Close our windows. Hicks traffic, Centurion 4620 Yankee. We're going to take the active 14 for a west departure, Hicks. I'm going to look again, nobody coming. The runway is clear, nobody coming the opposite way. Here we go. Okay, airspeed alive. Engine is green. And we're at rotate. Okay. No more runway left. Positive rate of climb. Air conditioning coming on. Okay. Build up our speed here. Okay, flaps up. Okay, looking all right. Hicks traffic, Centurion 4620 Yankee, departing to the west, Hicks.
It's a pretty comfortable ride. It's definitely.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I mean it's a nice long cross country, nice easy airplane for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're in the bumpy zone right now too. It's just a smoother air than normal.
Yeah. Well, I flew in a Lance Air 360, the small two-seat version yesterday.
You get bumped around a little bit?
Yeah, I mean it's nice and fast, but it's a pretty crowded ride. You know, you're in there tight together, and it's so light that you just get bounced around. But it's still a good airplane.
All right, so Bobby, looking at your website and looking at your videos, you tell your life story there in the first 15 seconds, and it's pretty amazing. And I want to know more. So I know that you were a 135 pilot, and that was your livelihood, and you lost that. You say through a stroke. So tell us what happened.
Well, I was I was 135 chief pilot for just a wealthy family here in Texas, and they had a couple private jets, flew them around. I was pretty happy with that, and then one morning I woke up with about the worst headache you could possibly have.
How old were you?
I was 38.
38.
And woke up one morning with a really, really bad headache, and I did the exact wrong thing. I took Advil. I didn't realize I had a brain bleed already. And
So you thinned your blood.
Yeah, it probably made it worse. And I tried to go back to bed. I couldn't sleep, and I picked up my phone to text my girlfriend at the time, and all of a sudden I couldn't read.
Oh, wow.
So I knew something was wrong, and I was able to call her. I mean, I knew where the buttons were. I called her. Next thing you know, I'm in the hospital for 2 weeks, several different hospitals, and I could see, you know what's going to happen at that point. You're going to lose your medical.
Yeah.
And so, I tried selling real estate for about 6 months, hated that. And then I sold everything I owned, bought a boat, and went sailing, and started a YouTube channel at the same time, and somehow it's become a career.
Well, you've had incredible success on your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you think? Is it the escape kind of fantasy that we all have of let's just sell everything and go buy a boat?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. There's so many people that dream about doing it, and it's a relatively new phenomenon. I mean, there was a few channels before I was doing it. I mean, and they're bigger than I am now, but there weren't that many people doing it when I started it, and so it was kind of a niche market. And I think a lot of people liked our content because we were kind of, nothing was staged, nothing was rehearsed. It was just showing what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to see what it's really like to go out sailing and cruising. And it's a lot harder than people think, though. People think, oh, all you're doing is taking some video, slapping it together, and making money off it. I'm like, well, no, you don't understand it. I work 40 hours a week on videoing and editing and production and all that stuff.
And even then, especially in the early stages, I'm guessing it's not a lot of money.
No. It took, it was 8 months until we were earning, I think that's when we started making $2,000 a month. After
that's
8
still
months.
not bad.
Yeah.
2,000's not bad.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's ramen.
8 hard months of working it, and then finally,
that's noodles and rice, that's all you're eating, And then, it's been a little over 2 years now, or right at 2 years, and it's starting to get a little more comfortable. So that's why I started, I'm able to have a little bit more downtime from sailing, so that's why I started Flying Doodles, because it's always been my passion and everything.
Well, that's a good transition. So Sailing Doodles to Flying Doodles. I noticed you created a whole new channel, so now you got to do the whole new build it back up again. Why did you decide to go that route?
Because, a lot of the people that do watch Sailing Doodles, it is because, maybe they were in the aviation background and they knew my story and wanted to do and followed along. There's a lot of people that are like that, but a lot of people are just sailing enthusiasts only. And I've tried experimenting with that in the past, like adding stuff that's not just sailing related to the channel, and it hasn't done well.
Right.
And so I've decided just
that was your audience. And so if you tried to put flying there, it wouldn't have probably...
it would be okay, but I would rather have 2 separate channels. I mean, having the one channel being a success already, it makes it easier for the other channel. I mean, because... I'll link to it in my other channel. I say, hey, check out our new channel. It's Flying Doodles, and so I get a lot more viewers and stuff right away. But it is, I mean, really, I've only posted the first 2 episodes of that now. So.
All right. So as a pilot, I know that you got medicaled out of a 135 situation. So does that mean you can't even get your basic med? I mean, can you fly?
I would have to reapply for it, and then I think it'd be pretty easy to get like a 3rd class medical or a 2nd class. But everything I've heard, it's a very long, hard ordeal.
Really?
And costs a lot of money.
Just to go get a medical?
Yeah, oh yeah.
After the stroke?
Yeah, because they want me to go get all kinds of exams and tests, and I got to go see about like 3 different doctors. I got to go see their doctor. I mean, we're talking probably $10,000 or $15,000 probably, is my guess, from talking to other people.
Wow.
And it's best if you get a lawyer involved too. It's just not real high on my priority list. I mean, I'd like to in the next couple of years get back into flying like myself, but Flying Doodles is kind of getting me up here anyway, just like this. So thanks you bring me out.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, so for those who are wondering, you can check out Sailing Doodles at YouTube, and I'll include the link below. And then the new one is Flying Doodles. So for those who want to get in on the ground floor, you just started the channel.
Yeah, posted our first video 2 days ago.
Yeah. But you already have like 300 subscribers in a couple of days. So
yeah, we're over 1,000 now.
Oh, you're over at that. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean,
I've worked really hard just to get to the.
Well, I mean, I'm not starting from the same level. I mean,
right,
basically, I linked to my other channel, and then those people come over.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, doing what you're doing right now, it's as hard to go from 0 to 1,000 as it is to go from 1,000 to 10,000.
That's what I'm hoping. Well, thanks for being on the show, and
Sure.
and you know, I appreciate you coming out and shooting us as well. So
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
we'll definitely be looking for that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Taking Off.